Pop, or 60 gold pop. I actually kind of find this game kind of entertaining.
There, better.
Well, I'm not playing. Can I try and peek and see what Dragon has?
You're trying to peek at their cards?
Yeah.
Roll me a stealth versus Dragonette's perception. And who's looking at it? Is it Bendar?
Public or GM? No, Flint looking at Dragonette. I'm not playing. I'm just curious.
Oh, then Dragonette, are you just going to let Flint look?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I want to see what I would have got. Would have been bad.
You don't need to roll stealth because
Just curious.
they have that. So, we're back. I think I heard him rejoin.
All right.
Alrighty. Do you see your number, Bendar?
On the main?
Should be in your chat. Nope, should be in the chat.
Yeah, in the
It's the
chat.
last thing I messaged you.
Oh, personal chat on Discord. Okay.
No, not Discord. In Roll20.
Roll20. Okay.
I whispered it to you.
Oh, gotcha.
It's just a number.
From CC GM. Okay, got it.
Yes, that'd be me. It's just one number.
Okay. Okay.
That is your current rank. This is out of 200.
Okay.
So, first bet goes to you. Do you want to call? Do you want to raise? Do you want to fold?
Call.
Alrighty, Dragonette. That's to you.
You know what? I'm going to call this one. I'm good with that.
Alrighty, so we're going to call it 60 gold. We're going to flip. It is a close one, with Bendar having 137 and Dragonette having 139.
Whoa.
By 2.
Close. Man.
Dang.
Good hand.
Alrighty. Dragonette, you have won 60 gold.
Dragonette's rolling in dough now.
No, to be fair, Dragon only won 30 because she put in 30.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, true.
so 30 positive. So, are we ready for the next hand?
Oh, I'll set this one out.
Who's sitting now? Bendar?
Bendar, yeah.
Alrighty.
It depends on how much money we're putting in.
Well, you could-
I believe y'all are still at a $10 blind. The blind would go to Dragonette.
Can you do one more hand at 10?
Y'all can also change the blind if you want at any point. Y'all can do it copper, silver, it's whatever y'all want.
Well, how do you feel about downgrading the blind? Because I want to keep playing, but I'm getting a little too poor for the stakes we have.
I
It's
understand.
a lot.
Let's.
A lot.
I understand. Let's switch to 10 silver. You could do that.
Okay.
10 silver?
Yeah.
So one
Yeah.
gold.
Yeah, 1 gold.
1 gold. Okay.
1 gold blind. Bet the blind is currently on Dragonette. Dragonette, you gonna do that 1 gold?
Yep.
Alrighty. That then brings us to the rolls. Let's see some rolls, ladies and gentlemen. Miss E, are you still in this one?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me.
Uh, Man, I'm doing it wrong.
Other side, /GR. Alrighty.
You can also in the dice icon on the top left, you can turn on GM roll.
Yep.
Okay.
As the cards are getting dealed out, Miss E, Flint, Bendar, all of y'all see something of interest. Dragonette bumps the table on accident. You see something white in her bracer.
Like,
And
It's only a flash, and then the cards are moving again.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Is there any way I could take a better look at it?
I mean, it's up to you. They're currently not moving anymore.
Hmm. Well,
You guys
First
gonna
bet
bet?
is to Flint.
It's silver. Yeah, we're throwing some silver on the table here.
The bet is currently 1 gold. Or 10 silver. It's the same price.
Was Dragonette dealing the cards?
They weren't. They were moving and you saw a flash of white under their black bracer. Korvax's actually the one that's dealing at the moment. He's just been dealing for y'all. So what will you do, Flint?
I'm gonna say I'll call, but
Alrighty, so you're going to put in 1
you
gold.
gotta keep your hands on the table.
What do you mean?
Oh, you got two pretty high hands in a row. Want to keep the hands on the table.
Oh, okay, I'm cool with that. I'll keep my hands on the table if you guys do it too.
That's 1 gold now to Miss E. Miss E, what you want to do? You can
Uh,
fold, you can raise, you can call.
I'm folding.
Miss E is folding out, leaving it to Bendar, or not Bendar, Dragon and Flint. Pot is now good. You can do the second rolls. Bendar and Dragonette, give me them rolls.
And I'm like keeping a close eye on Dragonette for this round.
Roll me a perception.
Uh,
Right. No reason to have a prolonged contract.
I did that GM roll.
Alrighty. Flint, you see Dragonette is keeping her hands on the table like you asked. Dragonette, bet goes to you.
Yeah.
Actually, no. You did the line that would go to Flint.
Okay.
Flint, bet goes to you.
Do I see if they seem just as confident as usual, or if they seem kind of different?
Roll me an insight. Dragonette, roll me deception. Alrighty. Dragonette's looking pretty comfy.
All right, I'll do 1 silver, or I'm sorry, 1 gold.
1 gold, alrighty. Dragonette bets to you. Call, raise, or fold.
I will raise. I'll put in a gold and raise a gold.
Alrighty, bet's now up to 3 gold. Need 1 more to Flint to stay, Flint.
Okay, I'll put the extra gold in.
Alrighty, pot's good. We show our hands. It is to Dragonette yet again, 164 to 116.
It's crazy luck.
Yeah.
164.
Whoa!
Crazy luck that's going on with this game.
I feel
Alrighty.
like
That will bring
I'm
our
gonna-
blind bet to Flint.
I'm gonna look at Missy and ask, do you think some of the fishy's going on?
maybe I can't get a good read. Out of character, I need to do an insight check.
Alrighty. Are you asking them or are you just trying to read them? If you're asking anything fishy's going on.
I was asking Missy what she.
Yeah, no, it was Miss E asking as she tries to insight.
Yeah, I just kind of like just wanna get a read for the situation. I don't necessarily wanna.
Alrighty, good. Give me a head. Alrighty, Miss E, it's looking pretty. They seem pretty happy. Just enjoying the cards, it looks like. Vendar, you going off to play the piano down there?
Yeah, sit down and read a book.
Fair enough. Alright, so you sitting out this hand?
Yes.
Alrighty. So, Miss E, it all seems pretty cool to you.
I think I turned to Flint and I'm like, it seems pretty cool to me. It's either really good luck or maybe Dragonette's been doing this for a whole lot longer than we've known her.
All right, fair point. Either way, I think the cards aren't falling my way today, so
Yeah,
I'll probably dip out.
they're not my favorite either.
So, is anybody sticking in?
No, Dragonette cleaned me out good.
I was,
So, both players are dropping out, so that brings the game to an end.
Good
That was
game,
fun.
guys.
We should do
That
this
was
again
awesome.
sometime.
No, totally. That was awesome. Minus, the 40 deficit in gold. So that brings us back to maybe we should go do some things that
Yeah.
can get us some gold in the morning. Also, can we roll constitution checks?
Yep. This will be about the time those mushrooms are starting to kick in. You see,
Yeah.
you feel them starting to get through you.
Is it a con check or a con save?
On stage.
Oh.
Are you proficient in Constitution saving throws, Missy?
So, where are? Oh, yeah. No, I'm not.
Alrighty.
I'm not proficient.
Dang.
Okay, so it still would have been your original roll because it doesn't actually change anything for you. As all of y'all start to feel the mushrooms start to take an effect, Miss E, as time has passed, they seem even more potent than they were before.
Whoa.
As your head starts to swim a little bit, and you see these ghostly shadows start to walk around you.
Oh, the shadow people are back. Hey guys, what's going on? Do they talk back?
And you see most of them just walk by, walking through the table. You see one, a small girl. It looks like shining silver blood on her wrists and chest. She's fallen to the ground and is backing away from something until you see something, her body react to something hit her in the chest, and she collapses and then disappears. But you don't see what avails her, what attacks her. Just the reaction of her body.
Huh. Traumatic. Right? I would start. Is there a fireplace over there? I'm gonna start staring into the fireplace.
Yep. And as you look over there, you see the chair over there is taken.
What? Who's in the chair?
That is what you see. You see a very tall woman, maybe about 6'6", a great bloody battle axe leaning against the chair next to her. She's facing away from you. You see great furs on her shoulders.
I'm gonna look at Flint. Flint, are you seeing this? Dragonette, are you seeing this over here? Do you see this person by the fireplace?
do I see anything?
You do. You see the same thing. She's translucent, though. You can see through her to the wall.
Oh.
Bendar looks over, see what everybody's talking about. Do I see her?
Bendar, you see nothing.
Okay. Y'all are crazy. And then he goes back to reading.
To approach this person, um, calmly. Just coming over, sitting on the opposite side.
As you sit down on
Hello?
this side, you can see her front more. Her face is gaunt and a little bit wrinkled. Actually, no, it isn't. It's you see many tattoos across her face and on her neck, down leading into her under her clothes. But you see she's looking at a bit of parchment. I don't know, Damien. It looks like we're going to be getting ourselves in trouble with this one. How did we end up in this situation in the first place? Those knights were supposed to hold the line, yeah? What happened to them? You see she sits and listens for a moment, almost nodding. Knew we couldn't trust that little creep. We should have kept a tighter eye on him when we sent him to the knights. Of course, they'd end up backstabbing him.
Oh god.
What about
The
the others?
woman-
Any words from the east?
The woman who's there, is she elven?
Not quite. There's an odd sense to her features.
Hmm.
You could attempt a a nature check if you want to attempt to recognize their race.
Yeah, I guess.
What?
You have no idea.
No idea.
You're seeing perks of what looks like some kind of large race, maybe the giants, but she's still too small, too dainty. She is very strong, but her muscles are very toned instead of pure burly muscle, like an elf generally would. But her skin tone, yet again, isn't right, too blue. And then there's the markings that remind you yet again of those northern tribes you see up in the far north near the spire.
I'm gonna stutter out. Who are you?
So we lost the west too, and the east. We could try flying west or south. Maybe our only choice with him coming from the north. We're gonna get
Is she talking
pensive
to-
for me long. She seems to be talking to Miss E.
So she didn't even flinch when I talked to her.
Not at all.
I'm gonna reach out to see if I can touch her arm.
Your hand passes through her arm, kind of fading a little into this odd smoky mist. Your hands feel colder as you reach inside her.
She doesn't react.
Not at all. What of the druid? We sent him to the woods, yes?
Hey, that's me.
Did he live?
We don't want to do that.
I think I'm alive.
Yeah, he's alive.
No word yet, eh? Damn. Even with the magics turning against us, what the hell are we gonna do?
Flint, do you know what this is?
What is she saying?
Can I try and see if I know what she is? I think I speak giant.
She's speaking common.
Yes.
Okay, that doesn't help. Can I roll nature to see if I can tell?
Yeah. You do actually recognize the features. While there are the features of an elf, maybe one of the Palid elves of the far north that get along with the giants and whatnot, some of the Goliaths, you recognize the odd hair that pokes out of her body and the arched tattoos. This is a shifter. Most likely a werebeast
Cool.
of some kind.
I'll communicate that to Miss.
Well, I've never heard of one of those. What's a shifter? What's werebeast?
They can kind of transform into like a more animalistic type of humanoid creature, like grow claws or fangs or things like that.
Is she a werewolf?
Interesting.
But not a werewolf.
Shifters I guess to my knowledge, are more. Uh, they're not like cursed like werewolves are. They're just more like wolf-like, but more humanoid than wolf-like, but still more wolf-like than
They have
human.
control. They have control over when they turn.
I think so.
Shifters, also called the Were-Touched, were a race of humanoids descended from interbreeding between lycanthropes and humans. Fierce and wild-spirited shifters were feared by many as much as their shape-shifting brethren.
Well, she seems to be speaking nonsense to me. It's like she's stuck in some time loop.
Yeah, but is she in a time loop talking about this place?
That's what I need to figure out. She's talking about north, south, Damien, something. It doesn't add up yet.
When she's stops talking, by the way, it doesn't look like she frees. You still see her moving around. It looks like she's listening to something. It looks like
There's
you're only
another-
getting half of a conversation.
Right, there looks like there's the half of a conversation we're not hearing.
Maybe if you take more mushrooms, you'll hear the other half.
Well, Missy did take twice as many as we did. You would think she would see the other half of this conversation if it
Yeah.
worked.
Should I do it, guys? I'll pop 2 more.
What about
Yeah.
that tiefling from the north? Did they survive as well? They went after the druid. Any word from either of them? No, just as quiet. Damn. Keep losing people left and right. We're going to get overrun before long. We need to look into a retreat. We're not going to be able to hold these lines much longer.
This is some type of war, some type of battle.
Is there anything identifying her to like maybe one of those silver dragon knight people?
You don't recognize any sigils, but she did mention the knights earlier.
Yeah.
Maybe not the silver dragon knights, but there is a set of knights she has referred to.
Backstabbing knights. Oh, man.
The knights got backstabbed.
Oh.
They were referring to another individual that was involved that they had left with the knights that seems to have betrayed them.
Oh. Is there anything that, like, clothing-wise that can date her to a time period?
Roll me a history.
Oh, God.
Not that you know of.
Oh,
Her
then.
gear looks like the standard adventurer's set. She's wearing leathers, probably cold weather gear. The axe looks recently bloodied, but yet again just looks like well cared for adventurer's gear. Someone you'd see in Waters Deep or Neverwinter. Somebody that's heading up north towards the Spire, perhaps, if you're still on the Swords Coast.
Didn't Corback say this area was north in the north before it is wherever it is now?
He did.
And she could be talking about the time before this land became where it is.
You remember correctly? If I remember it correctly, Corback actually said that he had recently visited Waters Deep, not long before anything up here.
Yeah.
It could be one of the original or pre-Strahd people of Barovia.
Interesting.
Yeah. Ah, man, I wish I could get through to her. I, like, wave my hand in front of her face, and I'm like, hello, what's your name? Hello?
It might help
Sorry.
It might help, Missy, if you've been dead for 1,000 years.
Right.
Any word for the messengers we sent? Anything at all? Reinforcements, aid? soldiers. Just bloody toilet paper, maybe. Anything. She doesn't say anything, but you see whatever news she got she doesn't like.
Aw.
She starts to rub her temples.
Oh no.
Call
Can
for
I-
Jack. We need to get out of here. We're going to start losing good people. And we don't have the forces to reinforce them. We need to get them out and back. Head back for the final keep. We'll hold there. Maybe we can hold out with what we have left, at least until help arrives. And then you see her image start to shimmer and vanish.
Oh wow.
Who did she say to call? What was the?
What did you say?
She said call someone.
Call the forces back.
Oh, the force is back. Okay. I thought
But
she said
did-
core back first.
No, they
Yeah.
effectively said call them back, as in a full retreat.
Oh man. Man, I was hoping to see some sunshine and some rainbows. Talking to some spirit people, trying to figure out what's going on.
I think you need 3 mushrooms for that.
To be fair, that's what she took last time, and she saw about the same thing.
Yep.
She just ignored them and went to sleep.
Mhm.
I believe they gave a warning as well, but Missy ignored it.
Oh yeah, they did. Well, I told people, there was a warning and everybody ignored me and nothing that bad happened that night.
I mean, how much of that party's still with you? Not a single. Well, no, you got Najee.
Just Najee. But Najee's not even here right now, so. Oh my god.
OOC, nice map, CC.
Thumbs up. I like it too. But what would y'all like to do? Is y'all can still see the shapes moving around y'all. None seem as distinct as that woman.
Bendar comes across a description within his book, and he starts to look for a balcony or some way to look outside, like a window.
I mean, there's a window on every floor.
Okay, cool. He'll just go stand out, look outside the window, and he's looking at the black sky and just trying to see if are there like absolutely no stars, no sun, all that.
You have the mists here.
I'm sorry, what's that?
You only have the mists here. You
Oh,
can't
so-
see high enough that
so-
you would even know your stars up there.
Oh, okay, so it's just mist surrounding everywhere.
There's always a thin mist hovering in the air.
Okay, so I can't see the sky.
Sometimes there have been you definitely can't see the sky. Sometimes a thicker mist shows up. There's just a thin mist that's been rolling over the land.
Okay. Maybe, yeah. I'll have to ask Nimona when she comes back. Maybe she can fly high enough to see over the mists.
What are you looking for?
I just wanted to confirm our place because the Shadowfell basically lacks any color or light, no sun, no moon, no stars, and it's just an inky black sky, which would really freak me out if I saw that.
Are you afraid of the dark?
No, it just means we're definitely not home, if you will.
But what does that mean? The Shadowfell means we need to go to a portal to get back to home, right?
Right,
Like the Fiend is trying to do, Morgantha is trying to do.
right.
But we
I
can't
just-
just go through. Yeah, but we can't just go through any portal. I mean, we can't go through the portal that the Fiend is going through because he's going to her. She could be going anywhere.
Yeah.
You know what she said is she is literally just looking for a way off this plane. She doesn't care as much
Where?
sensors off.
Yeah.
Because there's other doors everywhere else. This is the one that seems to be locked away.
Yeah. Well, something tells me that unlike Flint, I would do poorly on the plane of fire.
Yeah.
Oh, there's worse
Hmm.
planes.
Would I be good on the plane of fire?
At least in the plane of fire, you like incinerate immediately. Like, if you go to, I don't know, say the lower planes, and depending on how it goes, you could be being tortured for endless time. So,
Oh.
Yeah.
best to
Well,
die.
Flint, I assumed you were a fire genesee based off of slushy. Is that not right? Or you're an earth genesee?
No, I'm Earth.
Earth. All right.
Wait, the Visani are also Earth Gen C, right? I think.
I don't know what the Visani are.
They're human.
They're human. Oh. Oh, but that's what you are, Flint. I've wondered this whole time. I've never seen anybody like you before.
A human?
Yeah, not a lot of people like me that I met, to be honest.
You are a human, aren't you, Flint?
Not quite.
Oh. Oh, you're a Gen Z, right? No?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That's what you just got done saying. Yeah, sorry. Different campaign.
You're good. So are there other ones like water, like and stuff?
For what I've heard, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do you talk or like trade with any of the other ones?
There was a fire one in my druid tribe that I was friends with, but that's we were together when we met. Slushy, and all vampires slushy.
Oh
But it's
wow.
not called slushy, but yeah.
Hmm. Oh, interesting. So, do you have like earth magic or something?
A little bit, yeah. That's part of where I learned how to do some of the stuff that I can do.
Wow.
But mostly it can help me, like I can walk really quietly in different terrain and stuff like that.
Ooh, that's
Throw
always
magic rocks at people.
advantageous. I wish I can make some things magic like you can make your rocks magic.
Definitely comes in handy.
Wait, so can that spell translate to other things than rocks?
Mine can't, no.
Okay. But you have like can you make food at all?
Let me check. I think I can. Maybe not today, but in general, yeah.
Or any like fruit?
Oh, actually, yeah, I can. I can grow lots of berries,
Oh,
some food,
I love
things like that. I
berries.
can make water.
Can I have some fresh berries, please? I'm getting hungry. Are you guys hungry yet?
I'm
Been
ready
eating
to
wine.
getting ready for like the first watch since you guys are
You'll see
inebriated.
Korvac come up the stairs.
See who? Oh, there's Korvac.
He puts a fingers to his lips.
Like he's thinking, or like be quiet.
Just shut up.
Okay.
Oh, shut up. Okay.
Oh, if it does that, I'm gonna pass it up to Trace.
You see him point down. We have company. And y'all hear, even through the floors underneath you, it sounds like there's something moving around the tower.
Around the outside of the tower?
Yep.
Ah, uh,
Does it have windows?
It does.
Oh. Not on the level we're on. Oh, we can go out on the. Dragonette is gonna go out and climb up on the outside wall of the tower using her boots of spider
As
climb.
you're reaching out, you see one of those white hands reach out and put a hand on the glass, testing it,
Ooh,
probing at the edges.
no!
okay. What is it?
It's the
Is
mist.
it?
The
No!
mist that grabbed you before.
Oh,
It's the
I
what?
don't wanna
No!
go. The
The
mist.
mist!
So when we first were trapped here, we were in Aaron, and a mist closed in on us, and the mist had hands. It reached out for us and grabbed at us and tried to drag us in, pull us into the mist to take us somewhere else.
It
Well,
also punched through Albert's stomach and broke his spine.
oh, I was going to suggest that maybe we want to go where it's taken us since it's brought us here. Maybe it'll take us away, but I forgot about the whole murdering Albert.
Yeah, no, I don't
You can
trust where the
go down,
fog
but
will
you
go.
definitely saw it punch through his stomach. He was still up and fighting when it encompassed him.
Gosh.
I'm gonna go keep an eye on the entrance.
So, did it transport you guys before?
Yes, it closed in on us, and we lost consciousness, and we woke up here in Barovia.
Just a heads up, the first floor is not the actual bottom floor, it's the ground floor you mean.
I
Yeah, I'm first gonna go check up. There are windows on the top floor. Is the
Yep.
mist extending all the way to the top of the tower?
It is.
Oh crap! All right. Is there a roof?
Not the one you're looking for, no.
Okay. Then I'll go back down and I'm gonna join Lint. Is this open?
Is what open?
Third floor.
Yeah, all the floors are open. I can go to any of them.
No. What I mean is
Oh,
Is
that,
where-
yeah, it's open, but it has a barrier on front of it.
okay. Thank you. So
You can
it's
see
not.
the hands bashing at it, the
Okay.
magic rippling.
no. Shit. So we can't see anything through the fog, and we're on like the roof of the tower right now. Is that right?
No, that's the first
No,
floor.
we're on the first
ground
floor.
Ground
Yep.
floor.
Well, I don't actually know where you are, Missy. Are you here?
So you go down to the main floor, the one that says Wizard Tower, top left.
Bendar steps forward and throws his staff at the ground.
Oh, good thinking.
Oh no.
There you are.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh no.
Seems I find it. Ah,
no.
Ishna Jokui.
It's like every time Nimona leaves.
Oh, sorry. I see.
No,
You
no,
already
no,
put
no.
it up there. Thank you.
Oh, as soon as you said you threw it down, I threw it down.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Korvax's remaining on the higher floors for the moment.
Hmm.
Can we see these things?
You can see them moving in the dark,
Fuck.
just through the mist. You see this
Okay.
one wanders up through. You can see it through the glass on the door. It kind of wanders up and looks at it. It reaches out and kind of slaps at the door a little bit with a hand.
So creepy.
Then you see it move up a little bit closer, looking in. Its eyes, one of its eyes have been pierced, and you can see the blood going down its face. The other one looks milky.
I'm just
You
gonna
see,
ask.
even the snake is just like, I'm staying the fuck over here, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm calling out to Bendar. Bendar, are these real?
You see, as you speak, it starts looking around as if it heard you, and it's now pressed up against the door. Its
No.
eyes pretty much pressed to the glass, blood smearing across it.
This is real. This is real. This is real. We
Yeah.
need to stay safe.
I
As
see
he
it.
starts to panic, and you can hear it presses harder, it hitting its hand hard against the wood.
Would we be able to tell what kind of creature they are?
Nice. You don't even need the roll. That's a fucking zombie.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Dragonette is going to run up onto the ceiling. What's the height of the ceilings here?
About 20 feet to 15 feet. You see some kind of barrier appear as it hits its hand, and it ripples across the front, just like that opening you saw up above.
So there is some sort of magical barrier around this tower.
Yeah, but how long is it going to hold?
That's the question.
I think Nimona said like sundown tomorrow.
Is when the tower would fall apart.
Yeah.
It presses its head again. It presses its head again hard enough. You see the rotten flesh of its nose actually breaks away and falls off.
Ew! Oh!
Why don't we defend the second floor or the first floor instead of this floor? This floor they can all pour in, but if we defend a higher floor, they can only come in one at a time.
And up the stairs. Good call.
Isn't there only one entrance here?
Yep. Only one.
Yeah,
So-
but once they start coming, they're gonna pour in.
Yeah. And surround
We
it.
do have
You
high
hear
ground.
a
I assume
massive
this is like a fire.
as something large moves behind the wall.
No.
That door is not gonna hold very long.
We
All right.
can't barricade it?
Do know
I don't
y'all are
see-
still exhausted from all the fighting y'all have done today. It's still the same day y'all got here.
Yeah, we still haven't slept.
Ooh.
We've just
I
been
clicked
playing-
long rest at the end of last session.
I know. That's why I'm just informing y'all. Y'all are not at y'all's best.
So I don't know how many slots I had open right now.
Y'all were pretty much out of spells.
Yeah, really got everything. Can't
Well,
we
y'all
just
did
like
fight Morgantha because y'all were exhausted. You see Miss E through the window. It's smearing blood across it, and it's gnashing its teeth.
ooh, my skin is like crawling.
Yeah. Missy, are you in the best spot you should be?
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, let's go up to the... You want to go to the
More
first?
terrifying. Bendar, you hear it. Dragonette, you hear it. You hear a soft tap, tap. Tap, tap. Moving around the outside to your left, or to y'all's right. Moving around the side of the wall.
Oh yeah.
That
No,
can't
we're
be
go-
good.
Let's go up.
Yeah, let's go up to the first floor.
Let's go up.
Would anybody like to roll me an intuition real quick? For those that heard it, so Bendar and Dragonette.
Okay.
There is no intuition.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I mean, insight.
Intelligence?
Insight, yeah.
Insight? Okay.
Inside. Sorry. Different system. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Bendar, Dragonette, as you're listening to that, Dragonette, you're the one that realizes at first, Bendar, you're a little bit slower just because you're not familiar with this kind of thing.
Mhm.
Dragonette, that's somebody looking for a secret door. That's
Shit.
somebody intelligent.
Oh crap. Yeah, we need to. They're gonna come pouring through here. We need to get
No.
upstairs as quickly as possible and find somewhere defensible.
Tap, tap.
Now, let's move.
That
Okay,
also
let's go.
might be them looking for a weakness in the wall, which is what Bendar finally clicks on.
Okay,
That
so
is somebody intelligent looking through, and based off the undead, that's either you hope it's not a lich, you really hope it's not a lich, you don't think the wall would be standing if it was, but that also could be a white.
Oh, what's that?
Ishna
Undead beings
Jokui.
that have kept their intelligence to a degree. The leader of undead armies.
Oh.
Basically, he's just gonna resummon this snake up here.
Snake.
I mean, but what if they like attack the base and we all go crashing down?
They're gonna. Then the tower would come down on us. The higher we are, doesn't matter. We gotta
Oh,
find
okay.
someplace to defend.
So wait, hold up. On this, is there two spiral staircases coming up through both the tower?
There
one
on the
that-
first floor there's 2 towers. After that it's just the middle one.
Okay, so
Well, after that
this.
it's just the middle one. And then they have ones going outside. On the first floor, the one that's called 2A, that is the one leading downstairs.
Yeah.
The one in the middle, 2B, is the one that goes up.
Oh, okay, good. All right, this is good.
Actually, yeah. You're on the first floor. The one underneath it where y'all were, with the bath and one, that's the second floor. You still stay in the middle staircase, which leads you up to the third. Once you get up to the third floor, you have to go up to the stairs that are ringing the outside, which will get you to the right side of the fourth floor where y'all were playing games and where Korvac was. And then on the 15D will bring you up to the top floor where the observatory is.
Yeah. I don't know how high you want to go, but we might want to either call Core back down here or go up to where he is.
Wait,
I
you
can
want to go up?
I don't know. I'm just saying, what the heck
Okay.
is Core back doing upstairs?
He did come up and tell y'all to shush, I'll have guests, and then stayed up there.
Yeah. Let's go up and find him. It'll string them out even more. The higher we go, the more strung out they'll be.
Dragonite, you do notice something as you're walking by out the window.
Mm.
You see a head move past.
So
Giant.
somebody's fly.
No. Something tall.
Oh.
The thing that was stomping around outside, you see the large creatures?
So it's basically a zombie giant.
Pretty much. Big
Oh my
fucking
god.
thing.
Okay. Yeah, I'll relay that to the group that we may have zombie giants, and the higher up we are, maybe the harder it will be for them to climb the tower. Who knows? Maybe they'll.
As y'all get up onto the third floor, you actually find Korvac near the balcony that's here, looking out.
Well,
Can we fire
maybe we
from
can-
here?
yeah.
You see the mists. There are hands coming out of the mist bashing at the magic.
Oh, okay. So
Like hands of mist reaching out and trying to break through the barrier that is formed there.
all right. I guess we'll just sit here and wait and keep the snake.
Is there any
at
way
the-
out of here?
Is there any way out? Is that what you said?
Yeah, besides the front door. Like,
Well, in theory, if there was a secret door that we don't know about, that's what that person was looking for. I don't know.
There
I don't know.
is
They're-
not. This tower is meant to house people, not become a fortress.
Oh boy.
Okay.
The magics will likely hold through the night.
Right.
But there's no
When you say-
guarantee.
Well, not only that, but you said they'll hold this night. Eventually, this tower is coming down,
Yes.
and our friends might be waiting for us.
It is unlikely that Nimona will return. At least not tonight.
Mm.
It will take her several days to return on foot. We should worry more for those that are underneath in the keep. The keep's magics should protect them, as they do not likely know the path down. That, however, does not help us here. More than anything, It denies us a way to them. Should we break free and run, making our way down into the tunnels, yes, we could be protected as well. But it would also mean screaming where you are hiding. Bringing more forces to force you to hide in the corners, trapped and unable to work.
So wait, is there a tunnel beneath this?
No.
No, he's
Giving you a heads up
referring
on the
to.
way, what he's talking about. The tower was about 30 minutes from the shaft y'all came out when you were down in the keep.
Yeah.
It was about a 30-minute to an hour ride up an elevating platform that's sealed in between some standing stones that looks just like a normal pedestal between the standing stones, and then y'all walked up here to the tower. So at a run, it would take you about 15 minutes to get down there with the zombies on your ass. If there's anybody watching, like if there are whites out there, if there are other things watching, they would be able to follow you, and then they'd know how to get down to the keep. You also have the mist outside, and you don't actually know what it's going to do to you.
Yeah, that's too risky for me.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
I think our best option is to hold up here until we can't.
I believe this is the best course as well. We are outnumbered and outmatched. Should we take the fight to them, we will likely lose. In the mists, we do not know what will happen, though it is unlikely a good thing for us. Our enemies seem immune, or perhaps allied, to this mist. It is not safe.
Okay, let's
If
rest.
they manage to get in, we will be forced to hold them floor by floor. However, I do think, perhaps, that our barriers may hold. The magics that your friend Rose and Nimona have placed upon this tower are strong. They are not insurmountable, but it also does not sound as if our enemies are making a concentrated effort.
Okay, so let's
we'll just hold on
rest.
and stay quiet. Hopefully they don't get it.
I would advise staying on the 4th and 5th floor. Perhaps if they hear nothing, they will remove themselves on their own.
Agree to that.
Works for
Yeah.
I will return to the ground floor. Should the barriers be breached, you will hear the fighting. I will hold as long as possible. And you see him stand up and head down the stairs.
Alright, so I guess we should start taking watches.
Yep.
I'll tell my wildfire spirit to go help out Korvac, and if things break in, to let me know.
I'll just tell the snake to guard and go lay down on a
Alright.
bench.
Well, you can't see him in that room on the 1st floor. There are beds and whatnot in there.
The second floor?
Yeah, I believe so. Let me double check.
But he told us to stay on the, what, for some reason.
Fourth and fifth, and
Fourth
yeah.
and fifth.
He told us to be quiet. He's hoping that if we shut up, then those zombies and whatever's will eventually think we're gone and go away.
Yeah. You will be able to talk and converse in low voices. He's just advising against loud, rambunctious things. So, what would the party like to do?
Rest.
Well, yeah.
I mean, yeah. It's the first thing.
Yeah, Dragonet can keep first watch. Dragonet can she can keep the first watch easily. So
You also know Korvac is going to watch as well from the first.
right, yeah. If Dragonet hears anything, she'll wake you all up.
And there's a giant magical snake just standing there looking at the stairs.
Yeah, these are the stairs up here on the right.
Yeah,
Yep.
those are the ones heading up to the 5th floor that the snakes are next to.
I'll just stay down here and babysit. Sleep on the bench.
Alrighty. Is there anything anyone else would like to do as you try to wait out the night?
Is somebody else gonna take second watch?
Don't worry about second
I don't
watch.
mind.
I was gonna say get 8 hours of rest.
Oh, thank
Dragonet will
God.
cover both, so I'm not worried about it.
So Dragonet will
sure?
take the exhaustion along with that. Korvac.
You need a rest, Dragonet. You can't have exhaustion.
Well, yeah, you guys need 8 hours. I only need 4, so get your 8.
You know,
Okay.
Dragonet will still need 8. You just don't have to be asleep. for all
Right.
4
In
hours.
essence, she can get her first 4 by taking watch.
Yeah, you'll just have, as you're in a trance, you'll have disadvantage on looking around, but you'll still be able to make the checks better than anybody else.
Right.
And then you actually have Korvac awake on the first floor, or the ground floor. Because he will be remaining awake all night.
No. Lucy's gonna like pass the heck out on bed.
So, Dragonet, you're going to sleep through your first 4 hours and be awake for the last 4?
No, she's going to be awake for 4 and then transfer.
Okay, so you're going to sleep during the second watch.
Correct.
And you also have the big fucking snake. Who's
Yep.
just
That's what I was thinking.
So, are y'all all just going to rest and move on to the next day?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Y'all do not sleep well. Throughout the night, you hear the moans of the shambling creatures outside. From time to time, you'll hear the massive footsteps of the bigger creatures. But never does anything seem to get in. And as the hours whittle away, they eventually grow quiet. And you fall into an uneasy sleep. It is an easy night. At least towards the end. Right up until something awakens all of you. A sharp rapping on the door.
Oh,
The door. Which one's the door?
The front door.
Downstairs.
Oh, we would hear it from the 4th floor?
Yep. It's sharp.
Okay.
It's loud. Y'all can hear it just
I'll
fine.
walk down.
So we've had a long rest by now, right?
Yes. It's
Okay.
been hours.
Okay.
Oh shit, did he not get his update new? Oh boy.
What's that?
1 moment.
Oh, sorry.
Korvac is dead.
no.
One moment, please. Yeah, I know what I need to do. Throw out that. Edit that. Go here. Nope, not what I wanted. Go here. Right. Alrighty, y'all hear the knock at the door?
Is Quebec still down here?
Yeah, he's just sitting cross-legged, watching the door.
Corbeck, do you know who's knocking?
I do not.
Dragonette will approach, and you said there's glass in the front doors?
It's absolutely coated in blood now. That fucking zombie must have spent the entire night rubbing his face against the door.
I'm going to call out, who's there?
Your employer, of course, Miss Dragonette.
Lawyer. I don't remember getting paid. So, what do you want?
I wish to see how your mission went with the fiend you were to look into.
Weren't you already there?
I have not.
Okay, well, that makes an interesting conversation. I wonder who we were talking to. You guys wanna let him in?
Maybe we meet outside instead of letting. When I was a kid, I heard a story about vampires not being able to come in your house unless they look. So maybe we don't let them.
Yeah.
Huh. All right, so let's go outside.
Yeah, let's see if we can see from the balcony or something.
Yeah, I'm good to go out the front door.
Yeah, I'm gonna open the front door, and I'm
Oh
gonna
boy.
step outside and gesture for. I'm assuming it's Strahd, right?
Oh yeah, you see him.
Yeah, I'm gonna gesture for him to step out with us into the front lawn and carry on this conversation.
He raises an eyebrow. Wanting to see the morning dew, I suppose? I cannot blame you. As you see him wave his hand, and a big fluffy armchair appears, and he just kind of sits down in it.
Yeah, well, there are a bunch of zombies out here, so we just want to scope it out a little.
I do not blame you. My men ran into the horde as well.
The horde, meaning this is a common occurrence. Does this groups of zombies and
You will see them from time to time deep in the woods. It is uncommon for them to come near the villages, but you are a long way from any civilization. There are always odd things in the mist.
indeed. So,
We got that.
what were you asking about? You wanted to know about our conversation with Lady Morgantha?
Yes, your investigation into the so-called fiend that you brought up the other day.
Yeah. Yeah, so she likes to bake children into pies. And then the pies apparently have the ability to cause addiction. And so he's strung out many people in Barovia on these magical pastries and, yeah, in general, doing nasty things. So we pursued her, and we think she's trying to leave Barovia. So give it enough time. I think she won't trouble you anymore.
I see. Then how is she going about leaving Barovia? Does she have a method to escape the mists that surround this place?
If she did not share it with us.
Roll me deception, Dragonette. You see his eyes kind of narrow at you. Are you certain of that?
Well,
Well, it seems like she had a plan to portal out, but she didn't like what she saw on the other side, so she's still.
So she does have a method of leaving. You see him glance over at Dragonette, but then turn to whoever spoke. Was it Flint or Bendar?
Flint.
It was fun.
I thought it was, okay. Do you know anything about this portal you speak of?
Not really. I mean, it sounds like she had a plan, but it doesn't actually work for her.
I see.
So
Do
she
you
said
know
something
if
about like
she-
a demon or darkness, and she no longer liked that plan.
And do you know if she was able to make any more of these portals?
Not that I know of.
Need a deception check from you as well.
Wait, does she have a portal?
She doesn't have a portal, but she does have other ways out that she was looking for.
Oh, I thought she didn't have any more.
No, she said she was going to look for more. So that does imply there are more.
I gotcha.
If you just want to correct yourself, you don't have to roll deception. But if you want to stay with what your original one, you will need to roll deception.
I mean, I was trying to say she doesn't know of anything else right now. I'll go with
Which
go
is
with my
definitely
deception.
deception.
Great.
Is that correct? You see him stare at you with those intense eyes as well.
I mean, maybe I was misunderstanding. But that's what I took.
What my esteemed colleagues mean to say is that she is looking for a rift between this plane of existence and another. And she has found it, although it's random. And she's still looking for a way to find another rift, another weakness to exploit.
A rift in the side of the world. Does not sound concerning to you? Would not opening a rift cause it to grow, to tear?
Yeah. Did you feel anything odd in the last, I don't know, 36 hours, 48 hours?
There was odd magics flooding into the land. We were unable to find its source.
I see.
By the time we were narrowing in on it, it stopped.
Well,
Do
that
you
was...
perhaps know where this rift was?
I do not. We were sent to investigate at the time, but I don't know exactly where she did it. Sure thing. 1 second.
Because you absolutely do.
I know. But you know what? Watch it. Oh, damn it! Why a 2? Why a 2? I have a great deception. Ah, damn it.
Because it's Strahd.
I see. You have no idea where she may have attempted to widen this rift, and yet you know so much about it. Did you speak with her?
Of course we did.
Miss E, welcome. Would you like a seat, my dear?
Yeah, I'm good standing. Standing's perfectly fine. Hello there, sexy.
As you wish. Now, Mr. Bender, please continue.
Of course, we spoke to her. And she seems to have a lot of animosity toward you.
And why might that be?
Well, how did she get here? Were you the one that drug her in, or did she just pop in out of nowhere?
Nobody is quite certain on the origins of Madame Morgantha. She arrived several decades ago now, I believe. But she just seemed to be an old woman in town. Nobody looked into her. My best guess, based on the information you have given, is she slipped in through one of these rifts. Did you say?
Yes.
Perhaps that rift has since closed. The membrane surrounding our plane healing.
Well, she searches for another. Just know that. And the disturbance you felt, well, that was something trying to, tunnel its way into this plane.
Do you know what it was that was attempting to breach into our home?
How familiar are you with primordials?
I have a passing knowledge of them. Not as definite as yours, I'd imagine.
Ever
Please, enlighten me.
ever heard of Dindar, the night serpent?
The name rings a bell, but nothing beyond that.
Yeah, well, he almost got through, and I'm sure he would have torn this whole land asunder.
I see. And this being was thwarted somehow?
Yes. By yours truly.
Give me deception.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Is that so?
Yeah.
You see his eyes seem to be digging into your soul, Bendar. Well then, I thank you for your efforts. You seem to be a very powerful mage indeed if you were able to stop such a powerful being. Perhaps then I should give you a look fitting of your strength.
Oh no.
Would that be of interest to you, Bendar?
Yeah, I don't think that's really what we're interested in. Do you want some breakfast? I'm hungry. Anybody else hungry? I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Oh, by all means, feel free to eat. But if I have such great heroes in my home, I will gladly pay for your services.
Well, don't you owe us money from some of the other stuff we done? Like, aren't you gonna pay us for looking into the witch situation?
Indeed.
Yeah, O is a strong word, but
You see, he takes out a bag and holds it out to you, Missy.
I go to take it.
You're caught off guard by the weight as your hands fall down.
Oh, shoot. Thank you.
So we found your witch. We found out
And-
what she was up to.
Stopped the beast from consuming our plane.
That houses a sum total of 400 gold pieces. This should suffice for your deeds, yes?
Yes, thank you very much.
Let me guess. The next job is you want us to slay her.
If she is to leave, I could care less. Or I couldn't care less, I suppose, is the wording. For beings of your power, no, there are far more interesting jobs. Have you ever heard of a Draco Lich, Bendar?
Yes, I have. Undead
It's-
dragons.
Yes. It seems a pair of them are housed in the mountains to the south of here. Would you be willing to handle them for me? None of my men have had the strength, so we have been holding them at bay as much as we can with our own magics. But were they to be slain, it would allow a great amount of our power to return to Castle Ravenloft, allowing us to focus on more mundane things.
I don't know a whole lot about undead dragons, but I'm assuming that's a
thinking
really bad thing.
150,000 gold.
It's hard to spend money when you're dead, guys.
I mean, we could say
Deal with primordials of the power Bendar has. Simple Draco Liches like that should be nothing to such great heroes, yes?
Oh yeah, but there's two of them. See, and that kind of throws the whole math off. I'm gonna go ahead and say this one's not for us. We're gonna pass on this one, big guy, and we'll do something else instead. But yeah, that's a good one. That's a problem you got.
But
Like-
a Draco Lich is but a footnote against such a great being as a greater primordial.
Well, we didn't kill it. We just kind of
Close the door.
like closed the curtains. Yeah.
Yeah, just throw a little.
With that power, you must possess great strength.
We have great strength in numbers.
I have met several lesser primordials that were still of such vast power. I still quake at the mere thought of them. To meet a greater primordial as you have, and to stop them. This is such a grand feat. A simple Draco Lich, or even 10, I must think, would mean nothing to someone as powerful as someone that can stop a greater primordial.
Maybe that's the problem. It's really nothing. So we can't be bothered with that kind of stuff.
well, I guess it's all in the framing, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
Because, we did actually stop Dindar the Night Serpent coming through because we allowed Morgantha to stop him.
Exactly.
We could have interrupted the ritual, but instead we used our better judgment and halted and allowed her to save your realm from utter destruction. I don't even think you would.
You then that protected us from this serpent.
Well,
Oh.
partially yes. But
That sounds like inaction. not action.
Well, we were
Or are you
drink-
taking credit for those?
There was action. I mean, we were drinking, right? That was action.
We did kill some drakes. They were not
Yeah,
undead yet.
we did that. There was that.
We took
There
a
was that.
side, and we took your side and spared this realm and ourselves. Because had we interrupted her ritual, she would not have been able to stop Dindar. It was our choice.
I see. So what you are saying, Bendar, that first you have lied, and you are not the powerful sorcerer you have alluded yourself to being. Is that correct?
I think you already know what my power level is.
Of course I do, Bendar. But it is much nicer to be honest.
If that's so, then why don't you tell us who's got you on a leash? I've heard of this Dark One. The Dark Ones.
Say a dark one, but I, like you, have my own patron.
I don't know.
Is that not how many warlocks gain their powers?
Yeah, I guess we did. I mean, I like to delude myself and say I was tricked into it, but I think I did consciously take the pact. How about yourself?
I was foolish in my youth to think I could outplay them. But I think we have come to a amenable arrangement.
You don't tire of being here? You don't seek to escape?
Of course I do, but that is not my issue. It is not, to my knowledge, them that keeps us here.
Who keeps us here?
There is another power hidden somewhere in Barovia that so far I have been unable to locate. Benda, I believe you are familiar with the Archfiend. Yes?
The Archfiend, yeah.
Fiends, not fiend.
Yes.
It is my belief that somewhere in the ancient past, one of the Archfiends found themselves into these lands. I believe for the moment that they are asleep, but still powerful. Their magics changing the world around them as they slumber. I believe that it is this that keeps us here. Perhaps they were sent here as a punishment from Asmodeus. I could not say, as I have not met the being myself.
All right. And I suppose you want us to somehow stumble across this.
If you do, I'd advise you run very quickly. But if you do happen to run in them on your travels, I would love to hear them. If you manage to survive, of course. I can't imagine meeting an Archfiend is a very healthy thing for young adventurers. Would you not agree?
I would definitely agree.
Especially in the state this one seems to be, as it has seemed to come to this land in person instead of using an avatar, as most patrons would do, reaching into the different realms.
That's just odd. But
How so?
just what would it, yeah, why would they want to come here and to your miserable world?
It was not so miserable, so I hear, back in those days. But perhaps it is them that has changed this world to how it is today. Do not know, and I have not found the information to prove it. despite my long years of searching.
Is there another person? There's Morgana, or Morgantha. There's you. And you say you never talked to us since the last time you talked to us. Is there anyone else we should be worried about? Any other person that might have an interest against you?
There are several mages. I believe they are, what do you call, Thayans?
Oh, great.
Of the Thay. I do not remember the name. They like to wear red. They have had some disagreements with me in the past on the efficacies of some of our studies. I believe is obvious is the Archfiend themselves. And I believe there was a wizard that traveled through here once. What was his name now? You see him reach down and scratch his chin. What was their name? Believe it was a T. What are the famous mages of your people?
Oh boy. Don't T Zastam. It couldn't be.
Does not sound right, no.
Thank God. It's bad enough that we got red wizards running around here.
Don't look at me. I only know Tom the Drunken Hedge Wizard, and I'm pretty sure you don't have to worry about him.
Hee
Yeah, I don't know. But I could do some study. Do you have any libraries here by any chance? I guess that wouldn't matter.
Oh, a few. However, I'd imagine this one behind me is one with books more to your people than mine.
The tower, of course.
He points at the tower behind you.
So.
Oh.
Go ahead.
But what about the mist? You know, they're plaguing these lands and they almost snatched us up with a whole bunch of zombies. You're not doing anything about that.
As I said, much of our power is trapped, keeping these Draco Liches in place.
How many do you think there are?
2, I believe.
How much would you pay us?
It was 150,000 gold.
150,000 gold!
Yes, for the pair of Draco Liches. However, as your friend has stated, I do not believe you actually have the power to deal with them.
But, like, could we just, you know, keep it on the back burner and, like, not have a time limit on that? Maybe, like, you know, way down the road when we're a bit stronger, we can take on that job?
We shall see.
Alright.
So what do you want from us now?
I have simply come to see how you are doing. To make sure you completed your task now that you have returned.
Alright. I guess we'll just keep wandering your lands. Stumbling across fiends.
By all means. Should you find any more fiends, I would like to hear of them.
We'll keep it in mind.
Well, how do we get in contact with you? You just sort of show up.
We have the sending stone, don't we?
Yeah, but can we send something directly
Not for
to?
him.
Yeah.
Well, if you wish to find me, I'm usually here. Well, not here, but you will be able to find me at Ravenloft.
Yeah. Thinking you're high and mighty, staying in your castle, everybody else wallows. Ugh.
It is the home of my study and the place of my experiments as I seek answers to the mist and the many questions you as well have.
Hey, what would happen? Would you know
Ah,
if we like?
there is his name. I believe the wizard's name was Volo.
Wait, Volo?
Yes, interesting fellow.
That starts with a T?
No, I was remembering somebody else.
Volo. Oh. Can't be that
Yes, I
guy.
believe he was a researcher of some.
Yeah. He's very famous. Okay. Do you know where he's at?
If I'm honest, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Volthemp Gederon, I believe it was his full name.
Yeah, he's definitely well known, well read in my realm.
What was that mage he was traveling with? Elmi, perhaps?
Huh. Well, I guess your realm is
Elminster, there's his name.
yeah, attracts all kinds of interesting fellows.
Yes, I had them over for dinner once. They didn't stay long. They seemed to have business elsewhere. As to where they have since gone, I could not tell you.
While we're chatting, does burning a feather mean anything to you? Would you notice if we did?
Well, I'd imagine it'd be rather rude to the bird in which you took it from.
Okay.
Or perhaps you have found a phoenix. These creatures are known for burning.
Well, there's just we thought it was you who told us to burn a feather to get in contact with them, but it obviously wasn't you. So
Have you indeed? Burning a feather, you say? Any specific type of feather?
you just said a feather, I think.
Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. I thank you for telling me this. He throws a bag of 25 gold over to you.
Whoa.
This means there may be methods of communications that I am not yet familiar with. My researchers will, of course, be very interested in this. Now, is there anything else you would like to tell me before I make my way back to the keep?
You got any lower level jobs we can make some money off of?
Not at the moment. Perhaps you'd be better suited to returning to Barovia and speaking to your friend there. He
Well,
left
what did?
a day or two ago.
Yeah, but what did you do to Irina and Ismark?
What do you mean? They wish to return to their home, so I
Mm-hmm.
sent them in a carriage.
Okay.
I believe they were dropped off at the bridge just outside Barovia. Did something
Yeah.
happen?
No, they They look fantastic despite the circumstances of the town they're in.
And how would you know that? He leans forward on the arm of his chair, looking at you. Missy, I'm gonna need a deception.
Oh boy.
Nice.
I mean, they were happy when we left them with you. They seemed to be smiling, so I assume you didn't mess with them too hard, so they're still smiling now. I'm just saying, considering that their town doesn't really have very much resources or people, it's hard to stay positive there.
Indeed. When Ismark left after studying with me for several days, he was most interested in returning with several of the books that he found in my library to see how well they worked in his new domain.
New domain? What do you mean?
He is the new burgomaster of Barovia.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Well, what kind of books?
Just a few on how to rally and how to lead.
Hmm. But nothing.
Historical texts on kings of the long dead past and
Ah,
whatnot. I believe what he wished to do is focus on military might. That way he can build up a garrison and help protect the city from what is rising around him. I imagine you have heard of the attacks on the village.
no.
There have been, in recent months, several attacks, according to young Ismark, that have left the people wary. The raiding of their trade routes have left them unsupplied, and they no longer have a garrison to call their own, no one left to protect the walls. It is this in which young Ismark wished to focus on, so that he can better protect his people from the things that live out in the forest.
Yeah, I thought he said you were sending those things.
Of what power would I have over them? If I were to attack a village, one, I would not attack my own village. I would most likely use my men, as they can open doors.
It's a good argument.
What purpose would I have in attacking Barovia?
I don't know. That's just what he. I'm pretty sure that's what he thought.
I spoke briefly with Ismark about the troubles he was having with me. It seems there was a misunderstanding between myself and his father. You see, his father once offered his daughter as a political marriage proposal to one of mine. While I was looking into this, perhaps I came across a little too eager, and it seems to have spooked the boy. Have you met Irina properly? Spent time with her yet?
Yes, we have.
Then you know she is a brilliant individual, a mind for tactics and leadership that unfortunately her brother does not quite share. Her brother will make a good god, but I doubt he will have the deftness to rule that Irina could. I wish to place her in a place of power, somewhere that she could aid others in a way that her brother cannot. Have you heard what the townsfolk call him now?
I'm
No.
assuming Burgomaster.
Ismonk the Lesser, for he is lesser than his father. He is not the leader they believe in. They are lost. He will, of course, make an effort. But unfortunately, I doubt his potential, though I have been wrong in the past.
Hmm.
And how exactly do you propose to do this?
Do
Uh, Place Irina in a position of power. There aren't any.
There are 3 large towns here in my lands. Valaki is coming into its own issues. A political marriage to one of the leaders there could allow her to flourish, to take Valaki in hand and lead it into a new golden era. This, however, is now unobtainable. She has made her choice and will serve next to her brother. I am hoping that by his side she will be able to do great things and lead him to be better.
That's one. You mentioned there were 3 towns:
Yes.
Alaki,
Barovia,
Barovia.
Valaki, and Kresik. Ismok said that you had originally been told to go to Kresik in the far west.
Yeah, except you kind of interrupted our plans a little bit with your little detour, and now they've turned around and gone the other way.
Yes. Ismok wished to hide his sister away, thinking I meant her ill will. We have come to an understanding. I wish Irina no ill will. I wish, as I have said, for her to use her potential to her full abilities, for the betterment of Barovia. She does not wish a political marriage like her father did. She wishes to remain with her brother. So that is where she will remain.
It's
Very well.
probably better that they're together, anyways. Safer.
Ah, there is one thing you could do for me now that I think on it. Are you familiar with the church in Barovia?
Oh, yes.
The ruined church has long since the last priest has lost his wits. The church has fallen into decay. If you could, would you seek out a new priest for me on your travels? Nothing you need to go out of the way of. However, if you are able to find somebody that could take upon the weight of the church on their shoulders, I'm sure it would do the village good.
What happened to the last guy?
Do you not remember when you went to meet him?
I mean, I remember leaving and the owner of the church being okay.
He buried Ismark's
I
father.
mean,
Yeah.
Just to
there
remind
was
you,
some like screaming.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Master went a little nuts.
That
He
was-
kept repeating himself, forgetting who y'all were, and resetting effectively. There was
Oh.
definitely a little madness to him. He was a little clearer while y'all were burying the Burgomaster when he said go to Kresik, but after that he got a little weird again.
Huh. Yeah, and then there's the whole screaming person that we ignored.
Yeah, there's that too.
I guess I'll ask Strahd. Speaking of the church, do you know what the screaming is about?
I can't say that I do. I have been unable to look into the matter. As is obvious, I cannot enter the church.
Do you care who they're a priest of? What god? Is that the same god?
Well, if they can rally the people to their gods, that would be nice. Currently, the leading religion is that of the Dawnbringer and the Night Mother.
Yeah. I'm wondering how the people feel about Yandala.
I do not believe they are familiar with Yundala.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, we do know a great
We
cleric.
do know a great cleric that I think might fit that role perfectly.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have words.
You mean the young cleric, Eric, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. You know what we're talking about.
Yes. Rumor is he was heading for Valaki. However, I have had no reports that he has arrived.
Oh boy.
Okay,
We
we'll keep
do
our eyes
like
out.
to keep an eye
Maybe we'll go
out
look
for the adventurers in our lands, just in case something goes awry and you are needed to be called upon. As you are the only acting group of adventurers that I am aware of, it will be you I go to.
Indeed.
Those Dracoliches have a baby.
And they have babies? I really hope they cannot. I was kind of hoping their parts would have fallen off.
I more meant like, we could take on baby levels.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Not literally.
If a job is available that I believe your strengths are the equal to, I will send a messenger to find you. If you are amiable to that arrangement.
Just out of curiosity, what kind of messenger? Just so we know who to look out for and don't pickle them with errors.
He waves a hand, and you see what looks like the spirit of a young chipper boy come up. Hey, y'all. I hear y'all looking for a message. Need one sent? I can run fast as the wind.
Got it. Creepy little boy. Okay, good.
He's about 18. He is still young in terms of he's not full manhood, but he's not super, super young. Think
Okay.
young soldier.
Good. Okay. I will try not to shoot arrows into a young soldier when they're charging at us.
Feel free to, I suppose, if it makes you feel better. It won't do anything, as he is. Strahd just kind of puts his hand through him from the side. Incorporeal.
Got it. We'll be on the lookout then.
Of course. Now, is there anything else you would like to pass along to me before I go?
No. No, I think we have completed our conversation, haven't we?
He looks over to Flint, Bendar, and Issy.
Would you like a berry?
No, thank you.
What?
All right, we'll be on your strings. We have no other choice.
You have every choice. Would you rather I not send work to you?
I'd rather find a way to get out of here, but
Well, if I can find information on these rifts, I will sell it to you. You will be the first I notify, as my researchers look into this. Is that amiable to you?
Did you say sell it to us?
Of course. Information is power, after all.
Yeah. You're going to sell it to us for 150,000 gold?
Of course not. That is mad.
Yeah,
So-
well, it's the price of a couple of Draco Liches, right?
How
Yes, they're
much?
incredibly powerful dragons. They are the remains of ancient dragons, if I'm not mistaken.
Out of character, is the rift like the intersection by the circle of stones?
The rift that y'all were told about was down in the temple where y'all are making y'all's keep, where y'all found Morgana in
Uh,
the first part. Rose was actually looking into the circle they were using to open the rift.
and we're keeping that a secret.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Y'all think Strahd might have a sneaking suspicion. Y'all know where it is, but he hasn't pushed on it.
All right, that's good at least. But he's always watching. Um. Well,
The price of the information, of course, will be dependent on the information we gain. And if it is advantageous to send adventurers in first, I will just come talk to you. As I imagine you are better suited to adventuring in strange magical areas than my soldiers are.
That's true.
Sounds like a plan.
I guess so.
Is this more amiable to what you were seeking for, Benda?
Yeah, I'll make a deal with the devil.
It is not a deal, my friend.
Yeah.
I find that adding a cost usually keeps things above table. It avoids all that messiness of favors and owing people. Having adventures owe people things is always a mess.
Yes.
So, a nice job, a nice payment, and it usually goes much easier.
So if we find a rift or two, how much are you willing to pay for that information of where it's located?
Well, that depends on what we can do with the rifts.
Oh.
As it stands, I don't actually know much about them. I will look into it, and I will give you a price once we know more. But
Yeah.
if it is possible that it could lead us to escape these lands and open trade to the outer plains, well, that is something that deserves a king's ransom, don't you think?
It depends on how it's used, if it's used for good. You know,
I
trading can be bad trading. We don't want to be trading in souls now.
Our souls needed to open these rifts.
I don't even know where, if there are rifts.
If it were possible to open a rift and open trade routes, that will be my goal. To open trade here into Barovia, to allow it to flourish with new trade we have never seen. New information, new things, new people. I want to see it all. It would be quite something. And perhaps it would allow the spells upon this land to break. Or
Can I roll
perhaps.
insight? Can I roll insight to see whether this is all a line of bullshit?
Sure.
Oh. Yep, it's perfectly above board. Got it.
You see, he actually takes. There's a brief break of what feels like his usually demeanor as his voice gets excited based on this idea of getting to see new places, get new people, and that kind of thing. He actually seems generally excited about something like that.
Can I roll insight to see if he is, intending it not for evil purpose?
Sure.
Uh,
You get about the same thing. He seems something about that excites him. You're not sure what. Could be
oh
good, could be
boy.
bad. You have no idea. But that's usually the same thing with everybody. They could have ulterior motives.
All
Might like
right.
he might like foreign food.
Or foreign women. You don't fucking know. Everybody here has been human. And he has seemed to have taken an interest in Missy, as she was the only one he offered to speak to. So
Mm,
could be. You don't know.
trying to get to the infernal plane.
But as I said, that is if we find anything. In the meantime, I must return to my studies and look into this new information that you have given me.
Thanks for the gold.
Of course, it is a payment well earned. You see, he stands up and the chair underneath him disappears. If you'll excuse me, I have much work to do, and very excitable researchers I must deal with.
All right.
As you
Bye.
see, he walks down south to what looks like one of the same black carriages you saw before. He steps into it and it starts trundling back up the road.
Wow.
Great. So now we got an archfiend running around, and we
That's okay.
got Elminster running around somewhere, perhaps, and then Volo, who wrote the Volo's Guide to All Things Magical, and several other guides. Well, like, he's running around here too.
Well, think of it this way, Bendar. You can only be murdered once. Hey, Flint, do you think you might want to light a feather and tell our mysterious friend he's about to get a visit?
Sir, do I have a feather I can light?
I don't know, do you?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Let's go hunting.
Is there a feather
I
mattress?
guess.
There was feathers around the standing stones where the ravens were.
Well, not that far, but I just mean, aren't there mattresses upstairs in the beds stuffed with feathers, or the pillows stuffed with feathers?
Not the feathers you would need. Because those are down feathers usually. You'd be more looking for something like a flight feather or something. Nice thick feather that would work for a quilt.
I don't know. That might be worthwhile just to. We were headed that way
Yeah,
anyway.
maybe
Yeah, might as well.
if we stop at a store or something or a trader, we can find a quill.
Yes, because y'all have met so many useful traders.
Yeah.
Y'all met the
One guy
trader
will
in
sell us a
Barovia,
quill
didn't
for
you?
like 50 gold.
Yeah, y'all met him.
Yes.
But yes. So, what would the party like to do?
Well, our plan was to head back for the temple.
Chest.
But what's Korvac doing?
He's still inside. He's tired. He's been awake tonight.
Oh, okay. Then
He'll
the
go with
tower-
y'all if y'all head down. It's just he stayed out of that conversation.
Yeah. Well, we have to take him with us anyway because the tower's going to disappear sometime today, right?
Yeah, he will be getting up and
Okay.
actually going with y'all wherever y'all want to go.
Yeah. So I think we were going to go down to the
Standing stones,
the temple. Yeah, to the standing stones.
feather,
We grab a
temple.
feather there. Go to the temple, and we can debate whether or not we want to try to open the teleportation gate or not.
So the party, is that correct? Everybody wants to go head back down towards the standing stones and whatnot?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah, I mean, we're just grabbing a feather, but yeah.
Alrighty. As the entrance to the temple's also down near the standing stones.
Yeah.
So as y'all start walking by, you see the windmill is in just as decrepit a state as it was last time y'all saw it. But as y'all approach the standing stones, ready to go deal with the next bullshit y'all have to deal with, that for tonight is where we're gonna end it. Good job, you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
I enjoyed that fucking card game. That was
Me
fucking
too. That
hilarious.
was so much fun. Oh, thanks so much.
I mean, I
I think
listened
in the
to it.
future we need to have we need to have a smaller pot or more gold.
Yes.
Well,
Next-
we have plenty now.
Yep.
Yeah.
You'll
I
have a
added
total
it
of
to our
400
party loot. Yeah, I added it to our party
right?
loot.
Cool.
So total we have like 480 gold as a group. Yeah, smaller pots next time.
I'm okay with the bigger pots.
Bad.
I was very close to casting Hold Person and searching you. So.
you talking about?
Sorry.
My hands were above the table.
Yeah.
Curious to see how Najee responds to that.
Yeah, what happened to Najee?
They're just with you. Najee and Cheesy or Grimmy are just there somewhere.
Oh no, but like, did they have an issue or?
Yeah, he had his own life happen to him.
Oh, gotcha,
He's
gotcha.
fine.
Okay, cool,
He's just off doing IRL stuff.
cool. All right.
But yeah, Cheesy's a little bit sick, so Cheesy's out. Najee's got life. But we're all still good.
Okay, cool.
Alrighty, good job, you guys. Y'all have fun today.
Yeah,
I think that was a
Yeah.
pretty interesting session for not having been on pass.
yeah, we're missing a few.
I need to put the core back now. Has this point of exhaustion.
Now we got to do the mystery. Who's the archfiend?
Well, and who the heck was in the bar with us?
Yup, it's not Strahd. Who the fuck was it?
Yeah, if we got some feathers with the stones, I'll try and find.
Well, I guess the most obvious suggestion would be the Archfiend or one of their people.
Of one of whose people?
The Archfiend or one of them. They always have people under them.
Oh,
Because Archfiends are generally the rulers of hell.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
well, the first clue will be what they look like when they appear. We can figure that out, but you can't trust whatever they appear. It'll just be maybe something different than Morgantha.
Oh.
Yeah, that'll be fun. This is great, CC. Thank you.
Not a problem. I will catch up to y'all later. Peace.
That sounds good.
yeah. I'll see you next week.
Good to see it.
All right, later.